So in this video, we will be checking out the cpview. So cpview is a built-in utility from Checkpoint to more or less show statistics or historical data or even current data regarding performance, CPU, memory, disk, top connections, policy, how many cores. So there is a lot of cool information within this. cpview is used within troubleshooting when it comes to like performance issues, but it's not a monitor system. So if you want to monitor your Checkpoint gateways or Checkpoint management servers, you need to do this via SNMP, or even better to use Skylane, and this is more telemetry. So it's a lot better, more detailed data. But let's check the cpview. So the cpview is something that is built in within the gateways management station, MDS, VSX. So it's built in within all the Gaia OS, and it has been built in since R77, so it's quite old. cpview has been improved from time to time to add more data, so it's a really powerful tool. So if you want to use CPUs, you log in with CLI to the gateway or to the management station, and I will zoom a bit, and we do expert. And then you just type cpview. And if you just type cpview, this will be real time. So this is how the system is right now. So here you can see like the CPUs, the percentage of them, the memory, how much traffic it's going, more or less 0. So if I put like a speed test, meaning I push some traffic here, we can see that there are more traffic, 188 megs, and we're using 100% of one CPU. It's not only like the speed you can check, you can actually check the system info. How many Core Excel instances do we have? When was the policy installed? What is the uptime? You can check the network, so you can actually see specific, like the interfaces, but even the traffic on the specific interface. So currently we have 0 megs on all, but let's remake this speed test again. Then we can see like, okay, we're having traffic between Ethernet 0 and Ethernet 1. So you have RX and TX. So you have receive and transmit. You can also see the top protocols, the top connections. So it's quite powerful. You can see the CPU, if it's going, how much of the CPU is a specific port is using, or which connection is using a lot of the CPU. So if we restart this again, we can see if this connection is using like some of the CPU. So it's quite nice, and you can check like the specific instances. So here we see instance 1, we have more CPU utilization. Here we have like 0. So you can check spikes, thread spikes, but you can also see the software blades. Currently we haven't enabled anything, but here you can see like the last update build for a specific blades, if it's in use. You can check some VPN details, SSL inspection. I mean, there is a bunch of things that you can actually check here. Power supplies, fan, BIOS. It goes even deeper if you really want. But this is something that you should check in like a production environment. It doesn't hurt to run cpview. This is just a monitoring tool. Some is not enabled, but for example here, in Advanced Cluster Excel, we can see information regarding our cluster state. So we can see which gateway is active standby. We can see failovers. There is some neat information here when it comes to, specifically when it comes to troubleshooting. I use this quite a lot. But having said this is not the replacement for a monitoring tool. You still need a monitoring tool because this information is on the specific box. What if the box dies? Then you don't have the information. And you don't have any thresholds or alerts in this one. So you actually need to have some sort of monitoring. And either you do it with SNMP, that's like the basic monitoring, or you do it with telemetry. And in Checkpoint's way to do it with telemetry, it's the Skylane. So this is something that you should use on your environment. It requires like Prometheus and Grafana to get real graphs, but it's really nice. I mentioned this is the real-time information. You can actually do like this. So if we do Q for quit, we type cpview and then -T. -T allows us to go into historical data. So right now it's starting from 1806, 29th of December, and then I can do plus to move forward. So I can see how was the box doing for a specific time. And I mean, if you do plus and minus, it goes quite slow because it's only moving 1 minute at a time. But you can do T. So if you press T again while you're in here, when you already started the application with cpview -T and press T again, then you can put in timestamp. So here we can put in December 30, 2023, 18:30:00. And now we will jump directly into that specific time. So this is something that I use when it comes to troubleshooting for more or less stuff that I haven't put up real monitoring tool. Because you shouldn't need this for most things. So having said that, when it comes to monitoring, you don't really monitoring exactly everything. So cpview can give you other information as well. And this is enabled by default. So this is something that you have, something that you can go back and check, and it's really useful. But I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Take care.